everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So it is time to decorate July in our planners. So I'm just flicking to June. I'll just grab July out. So as you can see, I've got lots of post-it notes and bits and pieces on here already. I'm just going to take off this to-do list and the clip and I'll put it back on again afterwards. So I'm going to be using a collection of papers from Kaisercraft. So what I've gone ahead and made off camera, because it took a really long time, is this shaker board. So what I've done is put my fuse tool to work, and I've gone down the sides and all around the outside of this absolutely gorgeous paper from Kaisercraft. I've then just put some sequins in here, and they basically just shake around, and then on the back they're just purple. And I just think it looks really, really pretty. I loved this piece of paper the second I saw it, and I thought that would be a really cool way to use my fuse tool this month and sort of bring a bit of extra something to July. So to sort of go along with that, what I'm going to do is put the paper, so this was the side that the paper was on, that the butterfly, that the fairy was on. I'll wake up in a second, I swear. So that's the side that the fairy was on. That's the reverse side of that. So I'm going to use that along the top of both sides of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just grabbing my paper trimmer and my glue tape. So I'm just going to run this all along the top. So I'm going to cover up the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But that's okay because we'll stamp it back in afterwards. So I'm just putting that down so it covers that line. And then just sticking it down. And then I'm just going to trim off the excess with my trimmer. So just getting it as close as I can for this first cut without going over. Doesn't matter if I have to cut a little bit extra off. At least then I can see where the line is. So cut this one first so that I get the line straight. Go, and then just repeating on the other side. Okay, so the top is now finished, so it's got that purple on it, so it all matches up with that. On the bottom of the page there was a little quote on the back, so it just says, "Nothing is truer than fairy wisdom, it is as true as sunbeams," and I want to put that along the bottom. So just because it's a little bit delicate, not a lot, don't know if I want to use my glue tape or my sticker maker. I think I'll just use the glue tape just because I don't want to waste so much sticker paper. Making a mess on my desk again. So what I'm doing is lining up the quote with the edge of the page, and then if I've got any overhang on the other end, I can always cut that bit off, but you don't want to be cutting off the words. And then doing the same thing on the other side. So I just left a little bit extra on that edge because it wasn't quite straight. So I'm just going to cut off the excess on both sides. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is stamp the days back on. So I'm grabbing this stamp kit from Kmart, and I'm just going to do the first 3 letters. So this could take a couple of minutes. Hopefully I can go through this really fast. So I'll just show you with the first one sort of how it works, and just a little trick that I've been using. especially when you're using sort of letters to spell something out. So what I've been doing, if I know it's 3 letters like this one is, so it's M-O-N, I put the stamp down for the middle one first and then put the other ones around it. So this is going to look a little bit, messy is not the right word, but it's going to look a little bit not absolutely perfect, but that's kind of the look we're going for. So there's your Monday. I'm just going to go ahead and do all the others and I'll be right back. There's all my stampies. I'll put them away properly in a minute. So I like the way it kind of looks messy. I think that's a really good, oh well, it's not a really good, but I like it. I'm going to stick that butterfly in the top corner. So that was just another offcut from this page. Basically, I've just cut the page up and I'm using it in a more non-linear way, if that's a descriptive term. Damn it. It's alright. I ripped the butterfly, but I can fix it. So I'm just putting that there. And it's almost to try and smooth out that crinkle, but I don't think it's going to work all that well. So I'm just going to go ahead really, really quickly, write in all the details that I need to write in, and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so you would have seen I used a bunch of Life's Little stickers from Kikki.k. I hate that I'm nearly out of these. I love the black ones more than I love the gold ones. But unfortunately that's all I can do. So what I'm deliberately doing is not putting as much on the page, as in more than I need to, because this is really going to own most of especially the right hand side. So I don't want to go too over the top with it. So I'm actually going to leave it just like that. I love the quotes at the bottom and I love this shaker. I think it's absolutely spectacular. I'm so proud of it. I did make a little boo-boo with it, but unless you look at it really closely, you don't notice it. So shh, don't tell anybody. I just noticed one's escaping. Have to fix that later. So if you sort of want to get an idea of how the fuse tool works, I will link the video I've done below. So you can sort of see how it works. If you would like to see me make something like this, like a bigger project to use in your planners, using that fuse tool, let me know and I will work out how to do that for you. If you did like this decoration, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. I always do these at the end of the month for the ready for the next month. So I've just realized I've actually forgotten something. I've forgotten to put the actual month on here. What I was going to do originally was I was going to put a piece of vellum across the top here and it was going to sort of be inked on there. But now that those purple bits are at the top, it's unfortunately covering that whole big thing. What I'm thinking I might do, so I'm just grabbing just a piece of vellum and my trimmer. So I'm just trimming this. roughly to be about as wide as my squares there. And what I'm going to do is cut sort of there-ish, not being too precise with it because it's not that bigger of a deal. But I'm going to make this into a little flag. So just cutting out the edge there. So just putting that there again so I can sort of see where it needs to go. Grabbing a pencil, and I'm just going to punch out where that hole is. So it's just going to sit just there, and then if I just stamp, and I'm going to use a different font which is going to be a little odd. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the same font. So I'm just going to stamp July down the bottom. It's times like this I wish that the month was actually a little bit longer because 4 letters is just not enough. I'm just trying to find my J. I'm just loading this up. I'm a little worried using it on the vellum because I'm not 100% sure it's going to stay. But I'm going to be as gentle as I can with it, and then I'm basically going to leave it for 10 minutes to dry. So hopefully it works. I'll let you know if it doesn't. I'll leave you a comment down below and let you know that if the vellum works or not. So I'm just stamping this along the bottom. It's not going to be straight because I can't do straight, but I'm doing my best. And I just need a Y. I do love these little stamps. I think they're awesome. These are just from Kmart. I don't know if I told you that before. So I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully that dries. But until then, I'm just going to be really gentle with it. So I think that's a way of getting around not having enough room for it. And thankfully this month we've got plenty of room at the bottom to have it. And I like the way that that'll flip over. It'll give this side a little bit of movement as well. So now that's finished, please give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Please subscribe. Please leave me a comment down below. I'm going to get through this as quick as I can. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. I will talk to you again really, really soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.